Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about some of the secret details, hidden features, and things you missed from the Los Santos drug wars announcement and everything that Rockstar has showed off so far. So I want to dive into some things that have been causing the community a little bit of confusion, and it begins with something that's actually found on the artwork for Los Santos drug wars. And at the very bottom, you can see right next to the bikers, there's these three white rabbits that seem to be hopping along and sort of escaping the chaos. Now, that alone is kind of interesting. But what's also interesting is at the very bottom of the newswire, you can see the same white rabbit. A lot of people have been wondering, what is Rockstar talking about? Why did they decide to include this? Does this mean animals are going to be in Grand Theft Auto Online? Is this another short trip? Is this another peyote plant experience? So the White Rabbit first appears as a character in the 1865 book Alice in Wonderland. And to give you guys the long story short, Alice follows him down the rabbit hole into Wonderland. And so essentially over the years, what this White Rabbit has been used for and what the phrase follow the White Rabbit has been used for has been hinting at psychedelic and mystical experiences that one might ultimately go on. So I think this is just Rockstar hinting at the fact that that's what's going to happen in this DLC. We're going to be going on some psychedelic and mystical experiences. I'm thinking something along the lines of short trips or something along the lines of diving into the peyote plants. Now, the White Rabbit psychedelics, hallucinogenic stuff is even further backed up. This is something we briefly touched on in my previous video, was in the clouds or in the smoke or vapors or whatever you want to call it, right above Dax and Ron in the artwork, you can actually see the face of Bigfoot appear. And Bigfoot is kind of like the poster child for basically going on these psychedelic trips that we can do in online and in single player. So that's essentially what that means. It also makes you wonder if we are going to see more returning characters. You can see that trailer in the background right there that has the free love, the peace signs, and the word peace written on there. That is actually Omega's trailer from single player. We also kind of utilize this area slightly in Grand Theft Auto Online for delivering various packages and taking part in certain events. But I wonder if he is going to make an appearance too. That's definitely something I noticed from the artwork. Another thing I noticed from the artwork is this lady right here. A lot of people might be wondering, okay, what kind of outfit is she wearing? What's going on? Why does she have the mask on? Well, it turns out this lady is actually a luchadora. So if you don't know who or what a luchadora is, these are typically women wrestlers competing in Mexican lucha libre or free fighting wrestling competitions. So it definitely looks like this update is going to be combining a ton of different subcultures, which kind of adds on to the description of what Rockstar said, an unlikely coalition of wealthy hippies and trigger-happy bikers that we're going to have to take care of. So that's that lady right there. This is also the same chick that can be seen in this screenshot right here, standing with Dax and nervous Ron. So you can kind of see what she's wearing on the bottom, those sort of camo pants and boots. But we also know that those three characters standing there are going to be like NPCs or characters that are given a specific purpose. So these are not going to be our enemies. They are not going to be the antagonist. Think of them as like side characters that are going to be involved in our business or some part of this update in one way or another. Now, one of the other characters on the artwork that players seem to take in a lot of interest in is this lady right here holding the micro SMG, which we know has a new camo. A lot of people have taken interest in her, A, because they might find her attractive, but we also haven't seen her anywhere else, and we don't know what her role is going to be. Well, interestingly enough, she seems to definitely have a connection to Dax. So I don't know if it's going to be Dax's girlfriend or partner, whatever the case might be, but you actually see the tattoo on her neck right here. It kind of looks like someone with crazy spiky hair, almost holding a bow and arrow. This is the exact same logo that can not only be found on Dax's sweatshirt or jersey or hoodie, whatever that is, but it's also plastered all over the livery of the brand new MTL Brigade Custom. And in case you guys are wondering what that logo is, it's actually Rockstar's parody of the Hatchet Man logo. And this is the logo for Psychopathic Records. And how it's used in culture, the Hatchet Man is often worn by Juggalo, usually by chains featuring the symbol as a charm, or by tattoos. So we can tell by that logo and that symbol right there that Dax, that new lady, and whatever livery is on that MTL Brickade custom, that is going to connect them to the Juggalos in some way, shape, or form. But anyways, let's move on and let's talk about some of the vehicles that we actually see on the actual artwork. The ones we know and we've talked about previously, the MTL Brigade, we've speculated that is going to be the mobile acid lab where you're basically going to be able to sell, produce product, and make money. But there's also a handful of other vehicles on here that make an appearance. There's several that are not new. So these are some of the old ones that are spotted. The Maibatsu Manchez Scout, the LCC Hexer, the Western Daemon, and the MTL Pounder. That is the big rig that you can see on the other side of the poster. Now, the only other one that's interesting, I'm going to assume this will also be used in some sort of mission format, is the Crop Duster that's definitely spraying down the pesticide we see there in sort of that brown cloud. I can guarantee you that because they've put that in the poster, we're definitely going to utilize that in some way, shape, or form. So that's pretty cool. I wonder how Rockstar will introduce that. But anyways, now that we've talked about the artwork, let's move on to some of the wording that Rockstar has actually said regarding this update. One of the first things I actually noticed, and I kind of thought to myself, since GTA 6 is right around the corner, and Rockstar might utilize this update to begin officially teasing GTA 6, one thing that jumped out to me was this: head straight to Blaine County and join up with old pal Nervous Ron and a new band of out-of-state misfits on a mission to put their stamp on the Los Santos Psychedelics trade. Out-of-state misfits. So if they're out-of-state misfits, that means they're not going to be from San Andreas, which means they're not going to be from Las Venturas, San Fierro, or Los Santos. So it makes you wonder, what other part of the GTA universe could they be from? Liberty City, Vice City would be perfect for something like this, and it could be a way in which Rockstar begins to blend GTA 5, or at least start teasing GTA 5 to GTA 6. So that's something I noticed was kind of interesting, that out-of-state misfits part right there. I'm also still confused by the wording of this. Rockstar calls this DLC, the Los Santos Drug Wars, the opening chapter of an expansive new two-part story update for GTA Online. So does this mean we're going to be getting a Los Santos Drug Wars Part 2? Does this mean you're just going to continually update this? Is it going to be like a Part 1 that comes now and then sort of we get the rest of the update in a drip feed in like January or something like that? I don't know Rockstar's wording here, and honestly, it's a little vague and confusing. Now, wrapping a few more things up in the final days leading up to the DLC, Rockstar is also giving out some free items. So they said collect the Black Broker Flat Cap and black beat-off earphones. Rockstar goes on to say, an outfit without accessories is just incomplete. Beat out your fellow business people and complete business battle drop-offs to collect the Black Broker Flat Cap and black beat-off earphones, stashed away in goods crates for a limited time only and rewarded upon delivery. So that's what Rockstar is giving away right before the DLC arrives. They also have a few cars that you can check out at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport for the next couple of days: the DeClasse Draugr, Debauchy Champion, Pfister Astron, Lampadati Cinquemilla, and Pegassi Ignis. And then two cars at Luxury Auto Showroom, the Vigero ZX and the Corsita. So that's what's going on over there. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, you've got a couple days to spin and win to get the Dinka Postlude. And if you're interested, this week's prize ride is the Truffade Z-Type. And in order to do this, you have to win an LS car meet race for 3 days in a row. So you better jump on that sooner rather than later. And if you want to test out some cars this week, it's the Invetero Coquette D10, Karen Sultanaris Classic, and Emperor Vector. Again, still at the LS car meet. And I would honestly tell you about some of the discounts, but my advice is that you need to refrain from purchasing anything this week, especially because there's so much on the table that's going to be starting next week. And it's also your last chance, if you are a GTA Plus member or aren't one yet and you want to dive into it. The membership benefits for this current period go through December 12th. So you still have a couple more days to take advantage of that right before the new DLC. But those are some of the secret details, hidden features, and things you probably missed from the announcement made so far regarding Los Santos Drug Wars and GTA Online. I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. If you feel like there's anything else we missed, definitely let me know about it. But if you guys did go to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you want to stay up to date on all latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.